Now we derive this equation. Okay, we derived this equation, and this plot, this characteristic we have drawn. In this characteristic, this slope is constant, and it is actually 0. This slope is 0. So our y22 is 0. According to this characteristic, this slope is 0. But what is the procedure of modeling? When we do modeling, physical modeling of any device, how we do? What is the procedure? First we study the physics. This is our simulated graph. This is our simulated. This we call this as simulated graph. Simulated graph. This is drawn using this equation. Now we are having an experimental graph also. This graph will come using this equation. Again we are having this now. We will having an experimental graph also. We will change in reality. Now in equation we are changing voltage now. In reality, with the real device we will change the voltage and we will measure the voltage. Then another graph will come. So if this both simulated and experimental graph match with each other, then we say our modeling is perfect. What we say? Our modeling is perfect. Now up to this graph matches. Up to this point, this simulated and experimental graph matches. But after this, there is again a slope. There is again a slope. This current again increases. This is due to channel length modulation. And channel length modulation, semiconductor device physics we already covered in our offline class. But important point is how this channel length modulation affect our Y parameter, affect our small signal model. And in this small signal model, this point you need to remember. I have mentioned VGS, small gs I have mentioned. I have not mentioned V capital Gs. Only small gs we will take into consideration. And capital Gs is grounded. Capital Gs is grounded because capital Gs is DC. Capital Gs is DC, and this is our small signal. By signal we mean AC. Something which is changing with time. Signal is always changing with time. DC, VGSQ. VGSQ should be constant. This is the DC. This is not changing with time. So for our small signal model, for this is AC ground. This is not actual ground. This is AC ground. So VGSQ is grounded. Only
AC.
Again, here VDSQ is grounded. Here only we are taking small ds. We are studying amplifier. We will apply an input from here. We will apply an input like this. At some level, we will at some DC level we will apply. On top of a DC level, we will apply a input. On top of another DC level, VDSQ, another DC level, we will get the output. This VDSQ and this VGSQ are different. But our information is not changing. Our system is still LTI. What we are doing? We are amplifying. So this is not. So these both are grounded. And only we are taking. We are interested in the signal, how it is affecting the signal. For the point of this model is from the point of view of signal. How the when signal is passing, when I am passing from this class, how this class look like to me. When signal is passing, this is constant. So signal is looking the same circuit as ground. They are not affecting the signal. That is why they are ground. They are AC ground. They are not actual ground. They are AC ground. And this point to be remembered in always your book, it is always VGS, not V capital Gs. Okay. So now this we say this is 0. This is 0, but there is a slope. Slope should be 0. There is a mismatch. So we need to find out this, and we will find out the. Here it will come to be lambda ID. Here it will come to be when we find out. When we draw the equation, this equation changes. This equation changes to after CLM, when we study again, we study the semiconductor device specific, correct our equation. Then this equation changes to 1 plus lambda VDS, and this parameter will come to be lambda ID. This come to be lambda ID, and this is conductance. Here we use a output resistance RO due to CLM, and RO will be 1 upon lambda ID. 1 upon lambda ID. This is important only. 1 upon lambda ID. RO will be, and another parameter is there. Here in this all this discussion we have not ignored the body terminal. We ignore the body terminal of the MOSFET. Again, when we see the body terminal, we take into account its effect, its physics. We study semiconductor physics. Then another current source will come. Another current source will come. We will call this as GMBBS. BBS. Here will be another body terminal will be there. Another terminal will come into account, and this GMB will be. So we are not interested in the physics. Our subject is circuit design. Only how it is affecting the. We will not study the physics deeply. We will overview only we will do for the physics. And this GMB value will be given. One value you will be given. GMB will be equal to GM 1 plus eta. This eta will be given to you. You will calculate this, and this the body voltage is also given to you. You have to put the value, and you have to change the small signal model. Then you have to solve the full circuit. Okay. That's enough for today. In the next class we will see how